What's good, everybody? Back here with another video on my channel, Jake Snipes. It's currently, it's 1:30 in the morning when I'm making this. It's been a really long day. I got class in the morning, but I want to work on this now because I know I won't do it in the morning. I won't wake up. I want to sleep in a little bit that I could. But it's all right. Let's see. Today, NBA Thursday, you got some really great games. We have the Spurs and the Clippers, which could easily be a first-round matchup. Suns and the Hornets, two playoff teams. Lakers and Thunder, that's going to be a great game. You know, a couple of MVP candidates going at it. We'll see. We'll see if they take the matchup personally. Timberwolves and Pistons will be a good game. I know that both of them are kind of hurt, but real tough game. I like to watch those two teams play. Here's a couple insights. Right now, it's only showing the Spurs and the Clippers game, but just some data you could use for your own slip if you want. You know, go ahead, pause the video, screenshot, do whatever you have to do. But here's some free insights I like to do for you guys before I get to my picks. And the picks that we had for Wednesday, we didn't do so good. We went 2-1. I know we chose 4 picks, but Peyton Watson, he ended up getting hurt and didn't finish the game. And man, last game, my Denver team, we lost 2 players, SIGNUP and Spencer Jones. Today, we lost Peyton Watson and Tim Hardaway, who should be 6th man of the year, like I said last video. Every game, we're just getting somebody hurt. Right when it looks like we're about to have everybody back fully healthy. It's not looking good for us, I'm not going to lie. We're in the middle of a 7-game win streak, but you want to be fully healthy before going into the playoffs. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we get everybody back soon. But yeah, we went 2-1 on our picks. Peyton Watson got hurt. Christian Braun had 18 points. We needed him to get 10.5. Kyle Filipowski, he got 3. We needed over 2.5 assists, so that one hit. And the Bulls, I don't know what the Bulls did. They gave up 145 points to the Pacers. Trey Jones, he didn't hit his over. He only got 15 points and 2 assists. Not even really close. So, I mean, it is what it is. That will teach us. But the 4 picks I have for you guys for today, 4 really good, solid players that I like. They usually come through for me. Looks like a 4-0 slate to me. So we're going to go ahead and get right into them. Now with the first pick, we're going to take all reliable Stephon Castle over 22.5 points and assists. Now we usually do his rebounds and assists, but his number is starting to go up. I think the line was at 14.5 last time I seen, which is still good. But I like the data behind his points and assist line for today. This line is hit in 9 out of his last 10 games, 100% out of the last 5, 75% of his last 20, so 15 out of 20 games. And he's averaging 27, which is a 5-point cushion between the 22.5 line. You can see he's getting 30 plus, 40 over here. The one time he didn't do it was against Sacramento. And there was a 30-point blowout. Not a lot of minutes, didn't play his full a lot of time that he normally does. So I'm not worried about that. They played the Clippers today, and last time they played the Clippers, he easily cleared this with 31. He had 23 points, 8 assists. Even though it's not a favorable matchup, I expect him to do the same thing again today. These two teams could easily see each other in the first round of the playoffs. We'll see how the seeding goes, but I like the matchup. Stephon Castle has exceeded 22.5 points and assists in 6 of the last 7 games on the road, averaging about 25, in between 25 and 26. So like I said, Stephon Castle just always comes through for us. Every time we use him, he always comes through. So we're going to go ahead and use him today for our first pick. With the second pick, we're going to stay within that same game, and we're going to do another good pick that always comes through for us. Darius Garland over 2.5 3-pointers. This line has hit in 9 out of his last 10 games where he's averaging about 4. And like I said, they play the Spurs. Last game they played the Spurs, he had 4. And Spurs, they as good as a defensive team they are, they're ranked bottom 10 in the league in 3-point makes allowed for point guards. You see here the average, they're ranked 23rd. So, I mean, that's not really the Wemby effect because it's perimeter defense and he's not guarding point guards. But you would think that still would be a lot higher. But it's good for us. It's a good matchup for this line. And we used this line a couple days ago and he hit for us. He just gets so many attempts. He shoots 8 a game where he's making about 4. So shooting over 50%, which is elite. That's awesome. Darius Garland has exceeded 2.5 3-pointers in 7 straight games at home. So we will have home court advantage, which is also good for us. And this is just another old reliable pick for us. This one has always come through. Darius Garland over 2.5 3-pointers. With the third pick, we're going to take Jarrett Allen over 20.5 points and rebounds. Now, this line is tricky because you see here 9 of the last 10 games where he's averaging almost 28, which is well above 20.5. He was really playing good. He was finding some good chemistry with James Harden. I don't know what happened, but James Harden, ever since he got to Cleveland, Jarrett Allen just started balling. You see here he had 40 combined, 38 combined, 34. And right here, right about here where you see the red, he ended up getting hurt. And he sat from March 3rd to March 27th, so a little over 3 weeks. So he's only played 2 games back, but the first 2 games back, he's already hit this line. And they play in the Warriors, who are going to be on a back-to-back. And today, well, Al Horford has been out of their lineup. Quentin Post got hurt against the Denver game. He didn't play. Porzingis didn't play. And they're both on the injury report for this Thursday game. We'll see if they're questionable, if they're a game-time decision. But even if they do play, I still really like this line. I just think the chemistry that he found with James Harden could put us over this line just off his points alone. Not to mention the rebounding. He's a great defensive rebounder. In the matchup, Warriors are about middle of the pack. They're 18th in rebounds allowed, but I'm not too worried about that, especially if every center they have on the roster is out. So that would be a plus for us. Says here, Jarrett Allen has exceeded 20.5 points and rebounds in 14 of his last 15 games, where he's averaging over 30 combined, which is even crazier. We used to see him at 20, and he was averaging over 30. So if you like this line, use it. If you want to wait for the injury report to come out, see the injury list for the Warriors. Like I said, none of their centers played tonight, and they're going to be on a back-to-back. So we'll see what happens, but I love this line at 20.5, so we're going to go and use it for our third pick. Before we get into my last pick here, I want to remind everybody, sign up for better using my promo code SNIPES. Using my promo code will give you 2 no sweat tokens up to $200 in bonus cash. So $100 for each token will give you 2 free swings at it. Either you win or you get all your money back. You don't lose in this situation. Take advantage of this offer. Use the link down below in the description. Sign up for better using my promo code SNIPES. Now, with that being said, we're going to get into my last pick here. And we're going to take Devin Booker under 3.5 rebounds. And I just feel like every time Charlotte plays, you take the unders on the other team. Literally, you cannot get a better matchup on this line. They're ranked first in the league in rebounds allowed. This is hit in 5 out of his last 5 games with a 100% hit rate, obviously. 8 out of his last 10 where he's averaging 3, which is perfect. But even better, if we go down here, Devin Booker has failed to exceed 3.5 rebounds in 5 straight games for his top 10 defenses, where he's averaging exactly 2. And they're not top 10. They're literally ranked first. Okay? You see here a lot of green check marks. They hold everybody under the line. A couple outliers here. Drake Powell got 6. And his line's at 2.5. Josh Hart got 7, who's a good rebounding guard. But, I mean, even with these odds, plus 110, plus 104, plus 102, is another reason why I love this line. I think this needs to be hammered. Great matchup, great value. And that's going to wrap up our picks. It looks like a 4-0 day to me. I don't know about you guys, but I love it. And like I said, a lot of good basketball coming up today. A lot of playoff teams playing against each other. I can't wait for Final Four this weekend. I can't wait for Easter. Spend some time with the family. I hope all you guys get to spend time with your family as well. And let's go get this money. Peace.